Hi, today I would like to introduce you to the official WhatsApp Business API. So let's see what is WhatsApp Business API. The WhatsApp Business API is a powerful tool designed for medium to large businesses to communicate with the customers at a scale using the automation, notification, and the customer supports via WhatsApp. So unlike the regular WhatsApp, which we use for our daily communication with friends, family, etc., and the WhatsApp business app, which we use for the business related communication. The WhatsApp API has no front end, means we cannot download the WhatsApp API from the Play Store. It has no front end. It must be integrated with the CRM, with the backend software like CRM, ERPs like SAP, Salesforce, okay, etc., or our custom application portal. So WhatsApp API are directly integrated with the software. They cannot be downloaded from the Play Store. So why to use the API with CRM, ERP like SAP or any other software? Let's see the key use cases where we can make use of WhatsApp API. So suppose we are running a system where we need to send a payment and the invoice notification. As we know, like the WhatsApp read rates is very high compared to like earlier method of sending email and the SMS. Okay, so that's why instead of sending the payment and the invoice notification via email and notification, we can prefer the WhatsApp channel to send the payment and the invoice notification, like automatically sending invoices, payment due reminders from the CRM ERP software. Like example, your invoice number is due on 10 June, pay now, along with the pay now link. Okay, so easy, it is like very easy for the customer, just open the WhatsApp and see the details and navigate from there. So this is the like common use case in the industries. Along with that, we can send order and delivery updates. Like if you order anything from the Amazon, we get the updates via email, SMS, and WhatsApp too. Okay, the same kind of order and delivery updates for our business we can send through this. Like in SAP ERP, we can do the integration with the SD and MM, can send the real-time order confirmation, shipping alerts, etc. The next, we can make use of WhatsApp Business API for the approval workflow. Like whenever we generate any document which needs some approval from the manager, okay, CFO, etc. So WhatsApp, like easily we can integrate and we can send the approvals notification through our CRM software. Take example like approve XYZ PO or 1.5 lakh, reply yes or no. Okay, so we can easily integrate this through WhatsApp API. Then we can use for the customer support. Okay, like query handling from the ERP or help desk via WhatsApp. Okay, like example, I just type one to get the invoice copy, two for status, etc. We can make use of like chatbot kind of thing for that. Okay, so what's a chatbot? Like integrated with ERP or the SAP system. It's like a self-enabled service for the customer support using chatbot connected to the backend system without like manually assigning the sales or like CRM executive. Take example, a customer just want to see the last order. Okay, so if you're not using any chatbot or WhatsApp, so what the customer will do, they'll call to your customer CRM team and they will ask the details, or they have to log in to your portal and all. So it is simple chatbot application we can develop using the WhatsApp. Like just show my last order. So through the chatbot, your orders and all can be displayed. So those are like common use cases of the WhatsApp business API. Now, the important thing, like how to get from where to purchase the WhatsApp business API. Okay, so there are two options, Meta versus BSP. Let's see. The option one is direct from Meta. So what is Meta? A Meta is an American-based technology company, okay, which owns the several like social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. Okay, so Meta is a technology company. So we can purchase the APIs directly either from Meta, and for that we have to make use of those websites like developers.facebook.com. Okay, for the documentation of WhatsApp Cloud API, we can go with the developers.facebook.com, docs, WhatsApp, and cloud API to see the detailed documentation. So option 1, get directly from the main company, that is Meta. Option 2, we can get it via the BSP. What is BSP here? It is business solution provider. Like there are thousands of BSP in market, but some tops are like AI Sensi, Twilio, 360 Dialog, and Gupshup, etc. So those are, we can say, a channel partner. Okay, they purchase the API from Meta only, but they do some additional work. Okay, they reduce the developer work for us. They purchase the API from WhatsApp. They make it simple. They simplified it. Okay, and then provide to us. So you can go through the different websites and see the features and all, see the pricings, because obviously the pricing will be different of purchasing directly from the Meta and through the BSP. So there are two ways to get the WhatsApp API access: direct from Meta Cloud API via BSP. Okay, so let's see, like if you purchase through directly Meta, the Cloud API. So what are the advantage and the disadvantage? So first advantage is direct control, because WhatsApp Meta owns that product. Okay, so we are directly dealing with the Meta, so we have the full control what we want to do by purchasing the APIs. Option 2, the advantage number 2, pros, like lower per messaging pricing, because when we are purchasing directly from the main company, okay, the price gets reduced. And when it comes to channel partners, so obviously the channel partner will add their own pricing and the price get increased. So second advantage is the lower price per messages. Third is the scalable and well documented, because they owns the complete product. So all the APIs are well documented, and the scalable means along with for our own business, if you want to like scale the product, you want to make some product and sell it. Okay, so it is good scalable if you have direct access from Meta. Then it is hosted by Meta. Okay, so we don't need any server setup to use the API. We can directly integrate the API in our own system. Then what are the disadvantage? See, once we purchase the API directly from Meta, so we required a good technical developer. It is not easy, okay, to use the API directly in our system. It required a more technical setup. One should have good like knowledge, okay, because we have to consume the API. It is not only like pushing the messages to the customer for handing the tokens for templates. Templates are like predefined messages. Okay, then to handle the incoming message, to get like the status of the messages, it is not only push. We also need to develop API in our own system so that we can receive the incoming messages and all. The second disadvantage of purchasing API directly from the Meta, they don't provide any extra dashboard or the marketing tools. Like suppose if you run one campaign and you send the messages to the 1 lakh of your like customers, so they don't provide any dashboard. At one place we can see the campaign, okay, how many are delivered, failed, responded, etc. They don't provide any marketing tools. So those are the disadvantage of purchasing from the Meta. Okay, so let's have a look at the Meta pricing. The WhatsApp pricing via Meta is based on two main category. One is the message category, and second is the user countries. Okay, so based on the phone number, they identify where we are sending the message. So those are two main like categories. On this, the pricing is different. Now the message category is further divided into three types. Okay, like the marketing, utility, authentication, and service. The marketing, when the company making use of the API to send the promotional offers, okay, announcement, upselling, etc. Okay, take example, you are doing a promotional offer like 50% off on your next order. So this comes under like marketing. You're doing some marketing kind of thing, right? To attract the customer. Okay. Second is a utility. Utility like transaction message. Okay, like your order number is shipped. So this is a customer specific notification only for that customer. It is not a marketing. It is a transitional message. So this come under utility. Then the authentication. Like earlier when we make use of like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, okay, email and all to send the OTP. So nowadays we can make use of WhatsApp for the authentication purpose. So this also comes in a different category. Service for a conversation with the customer. So those are the categories. Based on this and the user's country, the pricing are dependent. Okay, so pricing like very low for the India only, remaining all country very high pricing. Like say for the marketing, it is like 0.88 per conversation. Here, important thing to note, it is per conversation, not per message. What is per conversation? I will explain. For utility, it is 0.35. For authentication, it is like 0.30. For service window, it is 25 to 30. Okay, so now let's see what is a conversation window. Yeah, one more thing here, like first 1,000 conversations every month are free. Okay, now what is a conversation window? This is the important thing. So the one conversation window lasts for the 24 hours from the first message. Okay, we can send the unlimited messages during this time. For example, first we send any marketing message to a customer. Okay, and then customer replies back. Again, we send some information to the customer. So Meta will charge only for the first message 0.88 paisa. After that, in the next 24 hours, even if you are doing like hundreds of conversation with the same customer, in that 24 hours of window, there will be no additional charge. So this is why, that is why here it is mentioned as a per conversation, not the per message. Same applies for the utility authentication, etc. Okay, it is a conversation window which lasts for 24 hours. So suppose if it is, let's assume it is 0.5 paisa per conversation. If you are interacting 100 times with the customer, both side messages, it is not going to charge you 50 rupees. It will be 0.5 only. Okay, so it is most important to understand the conversation concepts. Okay, so additional point, like first 1,000 conversations per month are free. Charges apply per 24-hour session, not per message. Okay, so rates are vary by the receiving country. So I would suggest better you go to this website, developers.facebook.com/docs/whatsapp/pricing, to understand the conversion based pricing and all, because the pricing gets changed time to time. Okay, so when I was making the video, I got this pricing. So maybe when you are actually purchasing, the pricing may be different. So I would suggest visit this website to know the exact pricing. Okay, so next let's see what is difference if you are going through the BSP, business solution providers. So what are BSPs? They are the authorized partners of Meta that simplify the API uses by offering dashboard, hosting, support, template approval, etc. So what are the advantage? Like very quick onboarding, no need to set up cloud infrastructure and all. Because when we are purchasing through Meta, okay, for the production use, even for the development use, we need to do a lot of setup and all. Okay, and they don't provide any dashboard and all. So here through BSP, they have the sandbox for the testing and all. So initial level, we don't require a lot of setup through the Meta website. Okay, it is like a plug and play for development. But for the production use, definitely we have to do some activity at the Meta website. Then only we'll able to do the production use through BSP. So major and very important advantage of going through BSPs, so they create a very good dashboard for the message logs, templates, and reports. We don't get report, dashboard, etc. through Meta. So they'll provide only API. So using that API, complete end-to-end development we need to do. Okay. So BSP, business solution provider, they create the dashboards and all. The customer support for the integration help. The built-in marketing tools are there. So what are the disadvantage? The pricing are slightly higher. Okay, and dependency on the BSP platform, because we are not interacting directly through Meta. So that's why we have one more dependency in between. So this is one screenshot of a dashboard. This is of AISNC. Suppose if you run a campaign, okay, of some WhatsApp campaign, so we want to see the status. It is sent, type, the audience size, okay, the message type, sent, number, delivered, read, failed, etc. So this dashboard we can easily get with no coding through the BSP. This all will not get directly from Meta. They'll provide only API. Okay, so this is the advantage of going through BSP. They also provide, like many BSP provide, like chatbot support. Okay, like if you run any campaign, so how many responded, okay, how many are active in conversation on the campaign, etc. All this we can get easily get on the BSP portals. So you can go through the respective websites to understand the features. Like ASNC is very powerful nowadays. Okay, so no code dashboard for broadcasting, campaigns, segmentation. They have the built-in chatbot, WhatsApp Cloud API based setup, etc. Okay, then 360 dialog. Twilio is also very powerful. The developer-friendly API with detailed documentation. Okay, and the Gupshup is also very popular. So there are thousands of BSP in the market. So based on your requirement, your need, go through the documentation of the BSP and then finalize whether you want to go through Meta or through BSP. But remember, for the testing purpose initially, we don't require any setup with the Meta. Okay, they might provide you ready sandbox for the testing. But when you want to make this live for the production system, it is it must be Meta verified. This means that we have to create our account on the Meta website. We must have a like a business manager account there. All these are mandatory, even if you are going through BSP. Okay, so how is the BSP pricing models? So the BSP pricing models vary. Like some charges the monthly platform fee plus the Meta conversation charges. As I explained, there is a Meta pricing based on the messaging country. So those charges are fixed. Apart from that, the BSP charges monthly fee to use their platform. Okay, some offers the pay as you go concept with the pricing slightly higher than the per conversation cost. Suppose Meta is charging the point 0.5, so they might charge 0.75, but they will not take the monthly fees. It is pay as you go. Okay, so I would suggest always refer to the BSP's official website, okay, for up to date pricing, as the rates and models are frequently change. So whether you're going through Meta or going through BSP, you must go through their official website to understand the pricing concepts. Okay, now let's understand the WhatsApp API onboarding process. So whenever you want to purchase a WhatsApp API for your business, so we must have all those things. The first is like we must create a WhatsApp business account. Okay, it is called as a WhatsApp business account, and this is the website developers.facebook.com. On this website, we have to create first a WhatsApp business account. We can also call as the Meta account. Okay, Meta WhatsApp business account, and we must have a verified Facebook business manager. So business manager, we have to go through business.facebook.com. Okay, so whether you are going through Meta or going through BSP, for production use, we must have a WhatsApp business account on Meta and a WhatsApp and a Facebook business manager account. Those are compulsory. And to perform all this activity, first to activity, okay, for use the WhatsApp business API officially, legally for your business, we must have a legal business name with the document. Like for example, if you have GSU certificate, it is sufficient. We must have a business email address for the communication, a business phone number, business address, website URL, and a WhatsApp number which is currently not registered on WhatsApp. Okay, the phone number must be dedicated to the WhatsApp business API only. So those are the mandatory things for like onboarding for a WhatsApp business API, either through Meta or either through BSP. Okay, so in the next lecture I will explain like how to create the WhatsApp business account and Facebook business manager. In this way we done with the session. Thank you.